Hi, this is Loredana Nicolae from NNC Services. Last week, we had an amazing webinar covering how you can grow your pipeline in difficult times. One of the very interesting questions that got out of that webinar from one of the participants was, last week we've tried everything. We've tried emailing, we've tried calling, we've tried because we have this great offering. Nobody hears about it, we don't get any reactions. I mentioned back then there are plenty of studies showing that actually customers won't react to your first touch. It usually takes about 8 calls at least direct to a customer so that you can get to a really good sales qualified lead. I am going to quote today a few studies that mention why this is so important, and I would advise you to take a good look to each one of these studies. Each of them are gold to a salesperson that wants to make it this times. So first we have the Salesforce article, which is dated a while back, that it takes 6 to 8 touches to generate a viable sales lead. I would argue that this article is actually based on an older study made by the Online Marketing Institute that says that actually you need 7 to 13 touches to become so that your prospect becomes a lead. They are also quoting a Microsoft study showing that actually at the first point of contact, 50% of salespeople give up. So basically, at the first call or at the first email, half of the salespeople are giving up. 65% of the salespeople give up after the second contact, right? But actually, if you look at this, you are becoming a factor in your prospect mind after the 5th touch. So starting with the 6th touch and on, you are slowly starting to nurture. The Microsoft study says that you need basically over 12 contact steps in order to reach to a decision or a sales qualified lead, basically. There are other very interesting studies. For example, one that shows that on average, it takes the 8 follow-up calls to reach your prospect. Also, one thing that I would like to mention, because now there is this issue about us not being able to knock on doors and to see each other face to face. Actually, this is all driven based on sales calls, so on this type of touches or on digital social media interactions. For example, there is this amazing study that shows that 78 of salespeople using social media outsell all their peers. If you want to find out more on what can social media do basically for your company and what can modern content do for your marketing activities nowadays, I would invite you to attend our next webinar. This is going to be dedicated basically on how you can generate quality content and how you can basically drive more attention to your brand or to your products in these very noisy times. Please take a look at the fact that 65% of salespeople who use social selling fill their pipeline. So this webinar is going to be very important for your bottom line. I'm going to leave a link below. Please subscribe to our webinar series that's dedicated to B2B growth in times of crisis. And please follow and join all our support groups where we are trying to build a platform to help out anybody we can that's challenged these times with their marketing and sales. Thank you. Bye.